Hey guys, welcome to Blackfyre Productions' new video from our relaunch.
Yeah.
Today you got myself, Adam, one of the channel hosts, and one of the new channel hosts, Taylor.
Hey.
So this is going to be our first video after the relaunch. It's going to be a review actually of the SBG Magazine 3, right there in the hands. So
all the way from England.
All the way from England, yeah.
Yeah.
I took the tags off there just so you could actually see the cover when we're actually filming. Just saying, because you want to see that beautiful magazine there. So
it's gorgeous. The photography is gorgeous. Yeah,
definitely. But yeah, so as I said, new hosts. We have there's been a little bit of a lull here because I got a couple of people helping me with the channel. Taylor's one of them. We have another guy, Ian, and then we have Lewis, who's helping sort of with like the filming and with editing and stuff like that. Just because that's his sort of expertise, right?
Yeah, well, he works in film, so that's exactly what he's doing.
So like for myself, like I know I found as one person with kids and a wife and everything else, it was hard for me to stay up on top of everything.
No, yeah, definitely.
And then get it all out there on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping now that I have more people, more hands in the pot to sort of help, and
that's the hope.
Yeah, that's the hope.
Yeah, that's definitely the hope. It's tough to make time to do it, but when it's something that you love and it's something that you want to do,
that's right.
You make the time. That's the thing. But
that's right.
We want to produce more.
Yeah.
And to produce more, you need more time. So with more people, there will be more time.
Well, you share the wealth, right?
Yeah,
or share the workload at this point in time. So
hopefully one day there will be wealth.
Hopefully. But you know what? That's not even my end goal.
Yeah,
my end goal is to support the hobby.
No, I'm
just kidding. I know, but money is always good too. Let's be honest. But yeah, I sort of reached out to some guys like yourself, that I've seen that have had some skills that I didn't have. I knew that, the editing stuff that you and Lewis do. Lewis with the film and that, because that's what he does for work-wise.
Yeah.
And yourself, with the all the Photoshop stuff like that.
The brand element, before it. So we have brand new headers, titles, logo. We updated the logo, so it's going to be all new. Hopefully more.
You can just look at the Facebook group or the YouTube channel, you'll see.
And it will all be consistent, and you'll know that it's by Blackfyre.
That's right. That's right. So, with that being said, I guess we can get back into
let's get into the actual reason why we're here.
SBG, issue 3. Damian and Tom sent this out to us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, I've read through it. Taylor's quickly read through it.
Yeah, I've read through parts. So
we're going to go through, we're going to touch on the sections of the magazines and just touch on the highlights. We're not going to get into the details of it, just because the whole point of this is to make you want to buy it. And
we bought it. So.
We bought it, You buy it too. You should. If you haven't, what are you waiting for? I'll put a link below or something. Buy it. So, it's how many pages?
45.
45? Yeah, 45 pages. Quality of paper, I would say it's great.
Oh, it feels like a professional magazine.
That's right.
And this is the first time I've read one of them. I've skimmed through some of the ones online on the PDF.
Yeah.
But this is the first time I've had one in my hands, and I was like, hey, first off, weight,
it's good quality.
It's starting to be reminiscent of the old White Dwarfs. And even with content and everything like that,
Let me just throw something out there. It's probably better than the old White Dwarfs because it is just the Hobbit.
True, exactly.
So dedicated specifically to the hobby that we love, right? So it's worthwhile, So 45 pages of goodness. There's no book smell to it though.
No.
Not like a new car.
No, not at all.
No,
it probably was lost in transit.
Yeah, true. Lost somewhere over the ocean or something. So 45 pages. The pages are good quality. They're thick.
The photography is spectacular, and going through it, you're looking at. I mean, I don't know what these guys' backgrounds are or anything like that, or if they are professional photographers or anything like that. But you look at it and you're like, this is good.
Yeah.
It shows good clarity, good color, good focus, everything like that.
Yeah.
And it brings you into specifically the battle report and everything like that.
And we'll show a couple of pictures so you guys know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Towards the end, I guess, of the review.
We can cut them into or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But the pictures, it's not like the ink has bled anywhere.
No,
like that. You know what I mean? So that is just due to the quality of the printing and the paper itself. It's just regular staple bound, on the side there, along the spine, and it's great, for the quality of the pages.
Yeah.
Pictures, as you were saying, you probably have a little bit more skill in that.
They're great. There's the colors there. The color's true. Yeah. You're not looking at it and realizing that it's blown out or, anything like that. It really shows you the work that they've put into their models. I mean, they talk about, specifically in this one, there's 6 different Gandalfs that they painted specifically for this book. And you look at, and you can see the love there. You can see that they love it. You can see that they want to really show off all their work and that sort of thing.
Yeah, and you were talking actually about the focus of in some of the pictures too.
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty good. For
there's a couple of their action shots that you can tell that they've kind of, and I mean, this is getting into more photography stuff. The depth of field isn't as deep as you'd want it to see all the models that you can see in the photo.
But you're seeing what the picture's focused on.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is the most important part. But it does look great. For somebody that doesn't know much about photography, that just sort of takes the camera and does whatever, such as myself, I think they look good, personally. So that's the pictures and that. So, like, a couple of fun facts.
Yeah.
You might as well go over
that. Go for the fun facts.
Issue 3 numbers. I'm not going to give you all because, I don't know. I think just a few. Yeah. So, let's see. As you said, 6 Gandalfs.
6 Gandalfs.
6 Gandalfs. 6. Why do you need 6? Well, maybe you should read and
You'll find out.
Yes.
There are some incredible mods that they've done on them, and you wouldn't believe. You're like, oh, it looks like he did in the movie completely.
So, days between choosing issue 3's Dumbledore theme and releasing the magazine.
It was a little high.
Higher
than we probably like because we want to see more magazines.
Yes.
But it is an incredible magazine.
Yeah.
But it's 787.
No,
right? No, my bad.
499. 499.
Wrong number.
Yeah, that was photos taken.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 499 days between choosing this theme and actually getting it out, which is a huge amount of time.
Huge amount of time.
But you got to think, this isn't done by like Games Workshop. This is done by
guys
fans.
in their basement.
That's
after their job, and that's
right.
That's the hard part is always finding time, like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
So.
And so like for me, it's an amazing piece of work that everybody has collaborated on and put together. And to do it in that time frame, I'm okay with it. Especially when you actually see the detail that's in there and what they've done with it.
Oh, completely. I mean, there are 10. Well, there's the 9 ring race that they do that are new.
Yep.
There's
the Necromancer.
There's couple Gandalfs that you know that are mods and things like that. So
the train.
And that's what I was just going to get to. Like, so they're sculpting over 10 new miniatures, complete, mostly from scratch, for the magazine. The train, it's a beautiful 6x4. I mean, who wouldn't want that table in their house?
And let's be honest, I would love to have it. I would
love to have it too.
I love that. I love the theme of this book, and the theme itself. Yes, the book is basically 100% entirely Dumbledore.
Yeah,
it shows it right there on the front. So, like, if you're looking for something else, you might not find in this magazine, but I think it's worth it because it dives in so deeply. Like, they give you a new scenario that you can try out. You know, with specific
points and everything like that. So,
like, how many points were used in this magazine in total?
It's 3,333.
3, 3, 3, and 3. All right.
Thank God it wasn't 6.
Yes. So they have a ton of points in here through all the scenarios and that. And then what else? You were wanting to touch base on Over the Hill and Underhill.
Over the Hill, yeah.
So like
so in the first article that they have is called Overhill and Underhill. It's by James Baldwin, and he's a guy who's been painting for years, but he just decided to get into the independent tournament scene in 2014, which is kind of something similar to what I did. I haven't had a chance to play okay, let's do this. OSBGL.
That's right.
Yeah, they're
tongue twisted. I know Damian and Tom before. They've mentioned it before in one of their little videos.
Yeah. And even for a guy from Canada, it's a tongue twister.
Yeah.
But I haven't had a chance to play in the tournament scene yet. A little bit of background on me just quickly. I found the Fellowship of the Ring original rulebook in a chapter's bargain bin 15 years ago. Got into the models a little bit, didn't really have anybody to play, fell out of it, got into 40K, I'm from New Brunswick, and then I came out to school here in Ontario, met my friend Lewis, who's helping us out, and he plays strategy battle game, and that got me back into it. Then we went to Games Workshop at Appleby down the road, we met Tim there, who's amazing.
Also a member, and probably one of the I can't say head members, but one of the leading members of the community.
Yeah, no, definitely. He's definitely one of the leading members of the community, and he brought us into it and told us about it and that sort of thing. So great to see some of the support from GW, which we know they're supporting now more than they were 6 months ago.
Absolutely, stuff being relaunched, but that's not why we're here.
No, but so then that got me back into it. So I haven't had a chance to play a tournament scene. Sorry for the diversion there, but he talks about his experiences and that sort of thing, about meeting new players and not being a competitive player originally and getting into it.
It's sort of being a more of a introvert type thing, I think.
Yeah, he talks about
there, and sort of being just sheltered in his house, right?
Yeah, and he was worried that he was going to be annoying or something like that, which I do too, because the rules for me, they don't stick that well, but I do enjoy playing the game. I'm more of a train builder, and
I think that's what you hit the nail on the head right there. Yeah. It's a game.
Yeah.
For me, games should always be about being fun.
Exactly.
It shouldn't be about, I whooped that guy and I won and I took first place. It shouldn't always be about that. It should be about the camaraderie between the players.
Exactly. And he mentions about that, and he talks about how everybody was helpful through his tournament scene in the GVHL and that sort of thing, and I'm finding the same thing here. Like, I've been out to a couple side events, not actual tournaments, but side events, and everybody's helpful. Nobody's not wanted to play me because I didn't know the rules well enough, or I didn't remember if I needed to roll a 3 or a 4. They're always helpful and that sort of thing. Sometimes they go a little too fast because I'm like, wait, where did that number come from? But other than that, I really do appreciate the experience that James has had here for GVHL, and also for me here in Canada.
Yeah.
In the Ontario
League.
Yeah, in the Ontario League.
And that's the thing, though, is like, if us as a community don't grow it, don't share it, don't sort of welcome people into it, it's just going to die off and fade.
Yeah, exactly.
And that goes for any community, really, right?
Completely.
So like we shouldn't be sitting there and trying to keep to ourselves. We should be out there and helping
exploring,
others.
getting new people and everything like
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that is a very good article. I definitely like that.
Then we get on to the second article in here, which is Tom's Top 10 Undercosted Heroes Part 2.
I think we'll just touch on the top 3, I think.
Yeah.
So top 3. I'll let you guys explore the list once you actually get the magazines in your hand. Remember, go out and buy the magazine. Buy.
It feels so much better to have it in paper than it does on an iPad or a computer or anything like that.
Yeah. So he breaks down the list, top 10 guys undercosted. And you know what? He says it himself, it's not an exact science. And I'm not saying that he's right or wrong, but it's definitely...
There's some good choices.
Yeah,
There's some good choices,
yeah. Like, choice number 1, top undercosted model in this list is the new Thranduil. So, from Battle of 5 Armies. What is it? The King of Mirkwood, I believe, right? King of Mirkwood?
Yeah, King of the Woodland Realms.
My bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. So, he's saying that it's about 35 points undercosted. You know what? And I agree with him.
Yeah.
Because you look at what he,
top tier hero. He's your top tier
fight
3.
7.
Yeah.
3 attacks,
3
wounds, 3 might, will, and fate.
Yeah.
You
plus
a
horse.
Plus a horse, yeah. Plus a horse. Or in this case, in the picture, elk.
Elk, which is the custom Shadow and Flame elk.
Yes, we will show you.
Yeah. We'll show you that picture. Yeah.
So, so 35 points undercosted. So I think 135 base, then you buy the horse, which is 10. Yeah. Which mounts are always a good thing for your heroes.
Oh, completely.
Extra attack, extra range, stuff like that.
Yeah.
When they charge, I should say. And
so 10 points for all of that for a hero is spectacular.
Absolutely.
So if you can get a horse, take a horse.
That's right. Absolutely agree with that. Not 100%. But yeah, so Thranduil, you compare him to, say, Glorfindel. Glorfindel, when he's put in his armor, has his horse, stuff like that, it's about 150 points. 135, I think.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
You're 15 points cheaper, and you're getting Blade Lord.
Yeah.
Which is basically Toriel's ability. More enemies you're in base contact with while you're on foot, guess what? Get extra attacks. So, and he gets a minimum of 1 automatically, so automatically on foot he's 4 attacks. At fight 7.
That's just nasty.
Yeah.
It's just nasty.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Only defense 6 though, so he's not like, doesn't have the best defense, but hopefully you should win those fights.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, hopefully. With his might and everything else.
Yeah.
But he does lose his 2 spells, Nature's Wrath and Aura of Dismay, which I liked the old Thranduil for those 2 things, because he's at that point in time isn't so much of a fighter or the best like leader, but he's a unit sort of supporter.
Yeah. He's from behind. He's the guy who stays in his golden hall, who doesn't leave.
And so everybody causes terror and is within a 6-inch bubble, right? With Lord of Dismay, when he casts that on a 6 automatically, then Nature's Wrath is also cast on a 6 automatically, so knocking everybody down. So he sort of supports
it's just nasty.
Yeah. But this Thranduil, absolutely amazing for fighting.
Yeah. Oh, so he mirrors the Battle of Five Armies.
Yeah.
And what he does in that movie.
Absolutely.
So
35 points. The first one, I agree. You know, it's probably is about 35 points undercosted.
Yeah.
Golden King is next. I'm not. 30 points? He's saying.
Yeah, he's saying 30 points overcosted.
Undercosted.
Sorry. Yeah.
So I've never played him. I don't know much about
neither
him.
have I.
I do know.
Too early to have met some of the more further realms that don't exist in everybody's army.
4 attacks though, with the chop special ability, which basically means you don't suffer the two-handed weapon. Yeah. And you're still getting the +1.
Yeah, and the fact that his throne counts as a banner.
Yeah. Or his golden ability, I think, basically allows them to like lower courage rolls.
Yeah, from the sounds of it, I've never played him, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, from the little readout here that they have, definitely.
And then
number 3.
Number 3, yeah. So Thorn Oakenshield, not the one, not King Under the Mountain.
No, this is the basic one from the
100 points or so, somewhere around there, I believe. Yeah. Base, but 3 fight. 3 across the board for all the main things. Yeah. You know, 3 attacks, 3 wounds. You give him the shield, defense 8. Give him more Chris if you want.
And his Orcan Shield even allows him to make a single strike after shielding,
which is huge.
You can't beat that. You can't.
And so that's really, you know what? I'd say he's probably undercosted for that too when you think about it, because he's he
they're saying
he's
about 25 points undercosted.
I agree.
Yeah.
You know, so for the top 3, I would definitely say I can only speak really for the 2, Thorn and Thranduil, and they're probably undercosted.
Oh yeah.
But that's probably them looking at, because you got to think this has all been redone now with the Hobbit, because you know Golden King was out in the earlier edition or the later editions of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Where Thorn and
some of that stuff hasn't been balanced out properly and that sort of thing.
And I think that sort of has a play in it. So.
Yeah, completely.
But very good article.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of these, and looking at the top 10.
Yeah.
A lot of them, it's about 50-50 split between like Lord of the Ring models and the Hobbit models. So it's just not one or the other.
We're not going to wreck it for you. Look at the list.
Yeah,
check
completely.
It out.
So part 2 of the book is now getting into really the theme of the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first couple of sections is just sort of like basic modeling stuff or hobby stuff, community event involvement. But now you're getting into the really meat and potatoes of what that theme of the book is, like you were saying.
Yeah.
So you're going into the tactics of the ring race. And so
completely.
Yeah, it covers 6 of the 9. So it's going to be covering Kamal, Shadow Lord, the Tainted.
Let's see who else we got here.
You have the Dark Marshal. You have the Dwemerlic and the Witch King. Yeah. So, which is pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good.
I would use a couple of those guys for sure.
I'm a good player, so I'm really not going to.
You'll eventually come to the dark side. No problem. You'll want a ring wraith.
Yeah. Well, I do own the Witch King on Felbeast, so I'm gonna have to paint him up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like the Witch King is pretty beastly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like the Knight of Umbar myself, and I was hoping to see him in this, but you know it is what it is. Very good article. It details basically the pros and cons
of each of them.
That are there. And then it also breaks them down, the 9 down into the roles that they play, whether it be like all sort of comer type ring wraith or more of a controller supporter, something along those lines.
Yeah. It's a great little article. It's a good read. It's nice to see somebody finally diving back into these and spending the time, because I find even with the end of the White Dwarfs and that sort of thing, they weren't really talking about Tactica and how to learn.
It was like a battle report here, there, stuff like that, or what's coming out.
Yeah, exactly. And it's great to actually see somebody break down the rules and help you out if you don't really know how each of them work, because they're all so different. And
bring multiple of them.
Yeah.
They support one another really well.
Yeah.
So,
which they did in the battle report.
Yeah. Wait, it's next. So they did a battle report. So the Siege of Dol Guldur. I'm not going to go over each of the turns.
No.
But I don't think we have time, nor
you got to read it yourself.
That's
it's very well done.
Yeah.
It's not too wordy.
Hey,
they
it's Tom. He's spying at us.
We'll show you that picture, yeah. But they played a long game, so
Yes.
it becomes a long battle report.
That's right.
So
I would like to see it done as an actual battle report if they haven't already done it and just not released it yet.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah. If they filmed it,
Yeah,
that would.
I think it'd be great.
Oh,
So-
yeah. Well, they might have to do it again.
They might have to.
They have points matched for it if you don't have the exact models.
Yeah.
All the photography through it is spectacularly well done.
That's right.
The terrain, I mean, you can't stop talking about the terrain for
No,
this board. They
no.
did a
and
full...
even the sculpts, like
Yeah.
the painting, the sculpting of the models, and then the terrain.
Yeah, they
everything.
sculpted each of the 9 ring race
Yeah.
into their Twilight version.
Well, it's the version from the Hobbit, right?
From the Hobbit,
So-
from the film when you see them battling the White Council.
Because the Twilight version, you see them briefly in the Lord of the Rings trilogy, but also the end battle in Dol-Dor, with Galadriel and the rest of the White Council coming to save Gandalf.
Yeah.
You see.
It's their modified Twilight.
the new version.
The new
version.
And the sculpts are amazing.
Yeah.
My favorite. Let me see where can we get to the page of them all. My favorite is Kamul, the Easterling, and we'll show you that picture. But all of them are spectacularly well done.
Yeah.
They are incredible, very well painted. Incredible what they did with the different models that they used.
Yeah, and it is done by Generation Shift, and so that's Matt Davies. He did all the work himself on these things. So like he did have like base models, but then as reading the articles, he would like file off large portions of them and then rebuild everything.
So it was more using the base models as an armature type thing, just as a
like a
body.
mannequin.
Yeah, as a mannequin.
And then
with a cloak.
Yeah.
On most of them.
Well, it actually goes into it as to why he chose
each model.
Yeah, with the cloaks and stuff like that. It's like sometimes cloaks make it more dynamic, which I agree with what he was saying. So very well done. It's absolutely amazing. But again, Generation Shift. I know he does. Just doing a little plug for him here. He's done like bases and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've seen some of his bases and they're incredible.
I have a bunch at my house because I was using them for Gondor and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because they have that whole stone sort of look to them.
Yeah, exactly.
That. So but very well done. We'll show you the Kamala Easterling one for sure. But we won't go through too much of that because that's why you want to buy the magazine.
Bingo.
So, the Necromancer.
Yeah. Then they also did an incredible model for the Necromancer.
Yeah.
It is huge.
It is pretty big. Especially when you see all like the appendages reaching out, like the darkness and stuff like that. It's pretty interesting.
And this was done by. This was done by.
Is it
Dave and?
I think it's Dave.
Kev.
Okay.
Kev painted it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's Shadow and Flame.
Yeah. Okay.
Shadow and Flame.
Yeah.
So, as far as I know, right?
Shadow and Flame.
Shadow and Flame. Yes.
The Necromancer. That's literally
exactly
what he looks like.
So,
Shadow and Flame.
Shadow and Flame. So,
we got them right here. Yeah.
So Shadow and Flame. It looks like for the base for the appendages coming off the darkness, it's almost like the white ties.
No, so it looks like they did a test model.
Yeah.
To see where they were going to go with it, and then basically scrapped it because in looking at this one.
Now it's wires over there.
Yeah, it's wires over here. So I mean, man, the amount of green stuff.
Yeah. Well, you can see.
Yeah.
The amount of green stuff. So.
But I mean, even their test model that they use some of the white like garbage twist ties is spectacular.
That's what I was looking at.
And then they move into more of a wire metal armature. There we go.
Yeah.
English.
Yeah.
Not always easy to come out of the mouth.
But it's very well done. I will say for myself, like I definitely think this one is awesome, and it definitely pays homage to the Hobbit.
Yeah.
Movies, because you see them in that form a couple of times.
I mean, it's barely a form, and that's the hardest thing to actually recreate on tabletop is something that's smoke.
Yeah. And they did a very good job.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if it's a base model there, but it's very, very well done. So I like that, and that's basically it.
We get into a little bit of painting tutorial for Saruman.
Yeah.
Which is incredible as well. You'll also have to. We will not show you this, but you have to see the What do they call it? The display, but it's huge. It is probably like a foot by a
foot.
Yeah, roughly a foot by a foot by a foot and a half tall.
Yeah.
And it is just huge as a display base for him.
I love the vines
the vines
creeping
in.
all over the
Yeah,
place.
we
It's
might
so
show you a
exciting.
little snippet of some of the vine work so that you can
Yeah.
see that. But
Yeah.
But yeah,
It
it's.
looks awesome.
I would love to play on that.
Yeah. Well, I know that's the SBG number 3
That's
in a nutshell.
In a very
We're
quick
not-
nutshell.
We don't want to show you everything. We don't want to tell you everything, but it's very well put together,
Yeah.
and I believe from talking with Damian and Tom and stuff like that, I believe that they're going to be coming out with another one by the end of the summer.
That would be great.
I believe through reading through this and that they have more.
Well, it looks
information more-
like specifically with the 9 remakes and
Yeah.
stuff, they still had some more of them to talk about and
I
things like
agree.
that. So
Yeah.
they probably did, but then cut it down for the actual magazine release so that they had some more content for the next one.
And I believe that's exactly it. They do have
Yeah.
more content. They probably have enough for another couple of magazines.
Nice.
So, if you haven't picked up any of the SBGs, 1 or 2, contact Damian or Tom. They will be able to get you
Yeah, here,
those.
Let's do. Isn't the email in here somewhere? I saw it at some point.
It is somewhere.
Oh!
It's probably on this page here.
No.
SBG
Oh, yeah.
Magazine.
sbgmagazine@gmail.com.
Yeah, so reach out to them there. They'll be able to hopefully get you a copy of issue 1 or 2, and definitely pick up a copy of the issue 3. The work that they put into this, and the whole entire team. I think there was like 6 or 7 of them in total.
Well, looking at it, it looks like
right
they've
there
got.
on the front.
Yeah, but they've got about 2, 4, 6 main guys, and then they've probably got
A whole bunch of others.
another 10 people with photographers and stuff like that helped out on it. So there's probably about 16, 20 people that look like that worked on it. So
Yeah, through everything.
through everything, yeah.
And so that's awesome. And thank you everybody that did partake in this for making such a great quality magazine. So I'm looking forward to more.
I am too. Like I said, I would probably pick up the first and second so that I actually have the paper copies.
If you come to Nova, they'll be there.
Yeah, but I need to find the money to go to Nova.
Well, I won't make that. But anyhow,
Yeah.
well, thanks guys for watching.
Thank
hopefully
you.
You make sure you guys pick up that magazine. There's gonna be more from Taylor.
Yeah, definitely. I've got
hopefully some terrain.
I've got a terrain tutorial just coming down the pipeline for one of the Rohan houses, actually from the Two Towers Journey book.
Yeah.
I tried to reproduce that and use kind of their model there. So I've made a pretty lengthy video so far, but
We'll cut it down.
I'll learn to stop talking less because it's a problem that I think I seem to have. So
Yeah, so you'll see more from Taylor. You'll see his terrain tutorials,
Yeah.
brick and mortar.
Brick and mortar,
And then, obviously we'll come out with more battle reports and other.
yeah, we've
titles
got
like
a
that.
lot coming down the pipeline. So
It's just
it's gonna be
bottleneck right now, and we're at a point where we just need to hammer through everything.
we just need to do those last little final touches on everything, and then the floodgates will open, and
That's right.
then
Then it will be a
Blackfyre Productions will
Free-for-all.
just be huge. Well,
growing.
I'm not saying it'll be huge. The amount of content that we'll be producing for the first little bit will be huge because we've got a backlog.
That's
because
right.
we've still been producing content.
That's
We just haven't had everything ready to finish it.
And put it online.
To put it online. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it, eh?
Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
Until next time, guys. Cheers.
Have a good one.